Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Detroit Pistons going up against the New York Knicks. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. Opening day in the NBA. Nothing could be better. Did you ever get opening day jitters?
Yeah, I did. I mean, the butterflies are there, and it's a good thing. The key for me was to breathe deeply, get that first sweat going, and then everything settled down from there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Now here's Williams. Kirilenko with the screen for Williams. Pass to Kobe. To the middle. Here's Wallace. And the slam dunk by Wallace.
Giving up the ball in the two-man game right there. I think Kobe deserves a little more credit for his playmaking ability.
Now here's Allen. Rebound by Wallace.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Williams against Abdul-Rauf. Wallace with a screen on Allen. Kirilenko off target with his three.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Baker passes to Abdul-Rauf. There's the screen. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by New York. Kirilenko dishes to Williams. Wallace outside. Pass to Kobe. Some nice passing by New York here. Kirilenko kicks to Wallace. 6 on the shot clock. Bryant can't get it to go.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
Here's Abdul-Rauf. Back to Allen. Takes the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Just a nanosecond from touching the ball. Ray Allen ready to fire.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's Williams. Pass to Kobe. Takes a three. Bangs home the trifecta.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Here's Abdul-Rauf. Fires for three. Baker passes to Smits. Good work there as it goes.
You know, given his size, it makes a lot of sense to feed Smits down low. Really good execution there.
Williams looking around. Pass to Yao. Abdul-Rauf against Williams. Picked by Yao. The shot by Williams, no good. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's savviness right there by Allen, taking the contact and getting the shot off.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for your Pistons, Ray Allen, 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
You really have to admire and respect the work ethic of Allen. I mean, this guy is really intentional and purposeful in his pregame preparation, and all of that stuff pays off for him.
Robinson's checked in for the Pistons. Scottie Pippen's checked in for New York. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Outside Williams. Pass to Yao. Clock at 4. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
From the inbound, and that one off the back of the rim and in.
And how about the confidence from the young man? Yao showing he has the touch.
Abdul Rauf against Williams. It's Allen on the wing. Pass to Smits. Count it. Good. Smits has got his second basket of the night.
He absorbed all the hits and finished anyway.
New York trailing. Outside Williams. And it's Bryant in the corner. Back to Williams. Pick by Yao. Just 5 to shoot. Williams inside. Abdul Rauf covering. Detroit with the rebound. 1:44 left here in the opening quarter. Lewis a screen on Williams. Here's Abdul Rauf. Nothing on the board. No good on the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Abdul Rauf against Williams. Bryant outside. Pass to Yao. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe.
And you can't fault the D. Yao is just so tall, plus his touch, outstanding.
The Pistons have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we got them underway. And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. Here's McKee outside Robinson. 51 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And so it's Sabonis who brings up the ball for New York. Outside for Pippen. Connects from three-point range.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And here is McKee. After the three-pointer from Scottie Pippen. Pass to Robinson. Let's go. Sabonis grabs the board. New York leading by 3. We've got 22 seconds left in the first. Sabonis sets the pick for Kirilenko. And it's off from three-point range. McKee against Pippen. McKee dishes to McKee. Johnson with the block, and they're able to recover. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. New York ahead, up by 3. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Chapman's shot is off.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
New York leading by 3. To the inside. It's stolen by Bradley. And now here comes Robinson leading the break. Chalk up 2 there. Robinson's got his first bucket of the night.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
New York shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. Johnson finds Pippen. Pass to Sabonis. Shoots over Brandt. Sabonis, no good. They've been trailing for a few minutes.
But that could change right here.
Lewis down low. Johnson on him. That puts them in the lead. And the Pistons lead by 1.
Just taking advantage of his body. Lewis absorbing the blow before finishing that one.
Pass to Kirilenko. Sabonis' screen on Lewis. And a wide open look for Kirilenko. New York, no good that time either. McKee the pass to Robinson. Johnson wide open. He fires. Sabonis with the bucket.
And that huge frame of Sabonis is a problem for the defense. Excels at getting perfect position on that offensive glass.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Baker, who's checked in for Detroit. Abdul Rauf comes in for McKee. And so it's Detroit with the ball. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Robinson down low. Covered by Johnson. Pass to Abdul Rauf. 6 to shoot. Bradley a screen on Kobe. For the 3. Intense shot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Got the benefit of the whistle on that play.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Knicks.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
And so Bradley nails both of them.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Sabonis kicks to Wallace. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Sabonis sets the pick for Pippen. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Robinson passes to Abdul-Rauf, and it's sent back by Wallace.
Wallace, clearly a great shot blocker. Add another one to his talent.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Boy, that's a tough physical play there. Puts the defense in a tough spot and able to get the call.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
And he knocks down the first one.
And Joe Johnson is an incredibly gifted scorer. They call him ISO Joe. He can beat anyone one-on-one.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. McKee's checked in for Lewis. And Allen subbed in for Bradley. The Knicks also changing it up. Yao comes in for Sabonis. And it's Williams in for Pippen. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Abdul-Rauf. Still yet to score. To the paint. Robinson misses. The Knicks leading by 3. Kobe, the pass to Wallace. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Bryant's got 3 assists in the game.
A great finish off contact. Wallace flexing on these guys.
The Pistons have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Robinson a screen on Williams. Abdul-Rauf kicks to Robinson. Pass to Allen. Pocket 6. And stolen by Yao. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Johnson with it. The 3. Here's Wallace. And the slam by Wallace.
Come on, Ben Wallace. Ridiculous.
1:52 left here in the second. Here's Abdul-Rauf. Robinson on the wing. Wallace covering. And taken away by Johnson. Here's Williams. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Nice job by Jason Williams going right into the defense and drawing the foul.
The Knicks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And you know, a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers helped them win games.
And that one falls for Williams.
Hey, Jason Williams is known for being a flashy player, but he also has some substance to that style. He blends the two nicely. A terrific ball handler and one of the most creative passers out there.
Bradley's checked in for Robinson. And New York with a change here, too. Kirilenko's checked in. Good on both. .135 left now here in the second. Timeout call. The Pistons.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
The Pistons making a change here.
Rashard Lewis.
New York on D. Allen outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Allen's got 8 points.
This is Allen's shot for sure, and you got to love the quick release and the textbook efficiency of his form.
Wallace finds Bryant. And Bryant throws it down hard.
And how fun is it watching Kobe take flight? His throwdowns are downright ridiculous.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
.109 left in the first half of basketball. Williams against Abdul-Rauf. Shoots the three. And another three for Detroit.
You have got to keep an eye on Abdul-Rauf at the arc. I mean, he will not hesitate in letting it fly from there.
Williams passes to Karolinko. Here's Yao. That misses off the backboard. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Inside, Baker. And Detroit again with the bucket.
I mean, you can grab him, but Baker still finds a way to score even through the contact.
Williams against Abdul-Rauf. Williams dishes to Kobe. The kick out to Williams. New York moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. That one good for 2. He's got 6.
And just what we want to see from Yao, setting solid screens and helping out.
Here's Abdul-Rauf. Into the lane. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
What an amazing trick shot to confound the defender. Oh, man, that's awesome. He's taking him to school right there.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
No good that time. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Knicks lead by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment here at the Palace of Auburn Hills. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we're seeing from Ray Allen.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Now here's Williams. Here's Yao. And it's blocked.
Boy, the size of Smith so intimidating. He uses those big hands to turn away shots.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
Reads the play well there and gets himself in the air at just the right time. Terrific denial.
Here's Bryant. Outside Karolinko, just 5 on the clock. Good on the three-point shot. Karolinko's got the first field goal of the second half for the Knicks.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Allen. He's got 8. Lewis on the way. Pass to Abdul-Rauf. From the arc. The Knicks pull it in. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Yao with a screen on Lewis. Here's Karolinko. The kick out to Williams. Wallace outside for 3. And there's Karolinko on the assist by Wallace. Karolinko's got the lead up to 9 now for New York. Allen right side. Pass to Abdul Rauf. Here's Baker. And Lewis has it in the corner. Here's Abdul Rauf. He's got 6. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by Yao. Yao's got 4 rebounds in this game. Williams kicks to Yao. Down low. Here's Bryant. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Yao. Abdul Rauf against Kobe. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Allen passes to Lewis. Here's Baker. He's guarded by Williams. To end the cold streak, and it's good on the layup.
Fantastic work from the big fella inside. Baker's teammates know he can do damage in there.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Kobe passes to Williams. Kick by Yao. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. Schmitz has got his 4th rebound in this one. Allen passes to Abdul Rauf. Back to Allen. Pass to Abdul Rauf. Lewis a screen on Williams. Abdul Rauf drills it from outside. Now just a 4-point New York lead.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
In the corner, it's Bryant. Over Allen. Kobe with the bucket. Kobe's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, in general, the mid-range is a sweet spot for Kobe Bryant.
In the 3rd quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Abdul Rauf the pass to Allen. No good from outside. New York leading by 6. Right side, Williams. Pass to Bryant. Over Lewis. Shot's good by Kobe. Kobe's got 10.
You know, maybe save that fadeaway move for when he really needs it.
Now here's Allen. He's got 8. Here's Abdul Rauf. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
If you let Abdul Rauf get comfortable shooting the rock, it's going down, folks. He's one of the best shooters out there.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the New York Knicks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Bryant looking around. A pass to Bryant. Kobe rises up and hammers it home.
One of the league's high flyers, Kobe, with a catch and flush.
Pistons trail by 7. Here's Abdul Rauf. He's got 12. From outside, off the mark. 1:12 left to play in the 3rd. Kirilenko dishes to Williams. Back to Kirilenko. To the paint. Here's Kobe. And it's blocked. Here's Abdul Rauf. The 3. Hands it from downtown. Abdul Rauf's got 9 points here in the second half.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Williams finds Wallace. And here's Kobe. Wallace the pass to Kirilenko. And right away they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Kirilenko's got 9 points now in the quarter. The Pistons trailing. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Baker. Here's Abdul Rauf. He's got 15. Back to Allen. This one for 3. Rebound by Wallace. Wallace has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Kirilenko kicks to Williams. Wallace with a screen on Abdul Rauf. Here's Williams, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The Knicks haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
Shooting for New York, Jason Wade, 2 shots.
And that one falls for Williams. So he gets them both. And so it's the New York Knicks in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Here's Abdul Rauf. McKee with it. Kept alive. Here's Baker. Tries again. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And sometimes Baker just too much for defenders, which is why this guy gets fouled so often.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And just under 7 feet, Vin Baker is a real presence in the paint. He's good at aggressively going for buckets and stopping his opponents from getting to the boards.
And he can't hit the second. The Knicks leading by 8. Now Pippen. The 3 ball. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Bradley's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Baker. It's rebounded by New York. Sabonis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the middle. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Pistons shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Here's Bradley. Hits that one. Nice pass, leading him to the bucket.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Outside, Sabonis. Pippen against McKee. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
His agility makes Pippen so dangerous inside. He can create contact while also being able to get the shot off.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And also, guys, how about the hustle we've seen on the boards? they're getting after it and cashing in on second chance scoring opportunity.
And he can't get the first one.
And what doesn't Scottie Pippen do? A very polished defender who can also rain buckets down from wherever. Whenever Scottie's on the floor, he is making trouble for you.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Abdul Rauf. Pass to McKee. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. That one's in there. The New York lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Abdul Rauf.
And all of a sudden, that three puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
The Knicks call time. Both teams will make substitutions. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to listen to the Knicks coach talk about the game with his team. Now, his perspective was to play like we're behind. He said that's the energy we need right now. We haven't won anything yet. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. It's Anderson with the drive.
Well, Anderson knows when to get physical, and he tries to just power through that contact.
15 seconds. Shooting for New York. Anderson at the line for 2.
He's off on the first.
What you get from Chris Anderson on the floor is hustle, nonstop, all out. He works very hard to generate results out there.
Good on the second free throw.
He did the important part at the line there. The heavy lifting, if you will. Made this a two-possession game.
They set the pick. Pass to Robinson. There's Baker. Shot clock at 6. Abdul Rauf, the pass to Smits. Stolen by Pippen. Fast break, here they come. Bryant has the open look. Off target from outside. Pistons trailed by 5. Robinson on the wing. He's guarded by Johnson. Bryant against Abdul Rauf. Back to Robinson. There's the triple. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And the shot is good from Johnson.
Too much strength right there from Johnson. A bully inside.
Here's Robinson. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Here's Abdul Rauf. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant.
At the line for Detroit, Abdul Rauf. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
You know, for what Abdul Rauf lacks in size, he more than makes up for it with speed, ball handling, and the ability to score at all 3 levels.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Lewis comes in for McKee. And it's Allen in for Robinson. And a new group in for the Knicks. Yao checked in for Sabonis. Wallace comes in for Chris Anderson. Andre Kirilenko's checked in for Pippen. And it's Williams in for Joe Johnson. Now here's Williams. pass to Bryant. Stolen by Allen. An even 3-on-3 break. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
No hesitation, no fear in Allen. I mean, he'll go right at those big fellas.
At the line for your Pistons, Ray Allen taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Ray Allen. And Allen drops them both.
Their usual strong work at the line has been on display here tonight. Then again, they almost never have an off night at the stripe.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Kobe. Releases from 15, and he hits the jumper for 2. And the Knicks lead by 5.
Kobe thrives under pressure. When his team needs a hoop, he's the man to get it for him.
For Detroit, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Here's Allen. Here's Abdul-Rauf. And it falls over the rim and in. Abdul-Rauf's got 16 here in the second half.
He has it all grooved in tonight. Coach should tell him to stay in attack mode.
The Knicks call time. Wallace kicks to Yao. New York moving the ball around. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Pistons trail by 3.
Remaining in the game.
Allen surveying the D. Pass to Abdul-Rauf. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in. Allen's got 3 assists tonight. New York's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Bryant. Allen defending. Bryant in the post. He's against Allen. Williams finds Bryant. Shot clock at 5. Over Allen. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Who is outside? Here's Abdul-Rauf to take the lead. And it's Kurylenko with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Williams against Abdul-Rauf. Bryant passes to Williams. Picked by Yao. Here's Kurylenko. Right between the eyes.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Timeout, Pistons.
Get up, get up, get up. Let's go, Vikings. Tomorrow. Here they come. Go, Pistons, dancing.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Abdul Rauf. It's good. And that shot brings them to within just one.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Bryant on the wing. Pocket 6. Spins over Allen. It falls.
One after the other. Kobe taking care of business.
Timeout, Pistons. And what's their best move at this point?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And that's an intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he is unable to get the second one. Now a timeout called by Detroit. They trail by 4. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
Here's Abdul Rauf. Got it. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
This is why you never quit and never give up. An opening could be just around your corner.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
Yeah, how about the nerves there? Those free throws put them in a very good position. 3 points clear.
Baker, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
So a close game sees New York take this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Well, the weekend obviously is in full swing, and so is the NBA. Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. And tonight, we've got the Seattle Supersonics playing against the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Well, Greg, we've got a few storylines in this game tonight, but of all of those, what stands out to you the most?
Well, I love the backcourt matchup we're going to have tonight, and there's some immense talent on both sides. I'd be very surprised if it doesn't come down to the backcourt.
Payton drives in, takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup.
And superb strength there from Payton, absorbing the contact and keeping his composure for the finish.
Warning, a screen on Duncan. Nowitzki, no good. Miller surveying the floor. Pass to Payton. O'Neal outside. Ginobili. Milwaukee with the rebound. Artest with the ball. Guarded now by Duncan. He gets it in there.
Artest driving to the rack with purpose. A nice combination of hustle and muscle.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Ginobili kicks to Payton. Duncan gets a wide open look. Good. And Miller gets the assist.
Looking to stretch things out and using an accurate shot to do so.
And it's the Bucks ball. It's a 3-point game.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year they came out on the losing end.
And, you know, with two teams in the upper pyramid in the early going, important to establish that pecking order, especially within your conference. So this game is important.
And here is Ginobili following Jason Terry's three. O'Neal sets the screen for Ginobili. A three-pointer, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Arenas. Right side Artest, rejected by Ginobili.
Hey, you could feel that throwback from here.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Terry. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Attacking with a very confident jump shot.
Miller kicks to Duncan. O'Neal looking around. Pass to Payton. And Ginobili wide open. He shoots. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Very reliable. Ginobili solid from deep.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Van Horn, he's checked in for Gary Payton. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Shane Battier is checked in for Ron Artest. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Terry outside. Inside, here's Arenas. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
He's got all the moves. Arenas not afraid to get inside.
And so it's Ginobili bringing it up now for Seattle. They trail by 1. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You've got to trust in the system.
Now Morning after the missed 3 from Tim Duncan. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Nowitzki's shot is no good. For Seattle, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Miller, the pass to O'Neal, and finished off by O'Neal.
What a nasty finish that was. O'Neal playing with a little attitude right now.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Pass to Nowitzki. Morning dishes to Terry. Nowitzki outside. And here is Battier. Back to Arenas. Goes back up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Clark still so early in the season, but already we're getting a sense of who the real power teams might be.
Yeah, that's true. But there's also those teams that are lurking in the shadows a bit. For some teams, it can take a while for the pieces to fall in place. I like to keep an eye on those teams that are sleepers, if you will.
First one falls for him.
The more you watch Arenas, the more it seems like the sky is the limit when it comes to his ability. Starting to do things you just don't expect from a guy his size.
Sean Kemp, he's checked in for Duncan. The Bucks also with the sub. Starks is checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Ginobili outside. That three off the mark. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. John Starks on the wing. Back to Nowitzki. Pass to Battier. Nowitzki with it. 5 to shoot. He's looking for Arenas and finds him now. Misses in close.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Rejected by Nowitzki.
And, you know, Nowitzki is capable of 86ing these shots now. That means rejection, using his height and wingspan to deny.
Now, here is Mourning. No scoring in this one. Battier outside. And again, the Bucks miss.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And stolen by Mourning. Battier outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Arenas is so relentless in attacking the basket. Always puts all kinds of pressure on the defense.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. That free throw, no good.
Arenas, boy, I tell you, is one of the most confident and explosive scorers in the game. A shoot-first point guard who will let it fly at any time and do real damage with the ball in his hand.
Catching up on the changes for Seattle. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for O'Neal. Jefferson comes in for Miller. And it's Sura in for Ginobili. And the second free throw, good. There's 53 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Sura. Pass to Kemp. Over Wang. Kemp's shot is off.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because he got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Jason Terry is what I would call a lead guard. He's a shoot-first type of point guard, but does a nice job drawing fouls when he has the opportunity to do so.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
Free throw, good. Terry.
Well, I like the fire that Jason Terry plays with. I mean, this guy is very energetic. He's a combo guard, and he plays and shoots with a ton of confidence.
And the Bucks making a change here. Starks is checked in. He hits both from the stripe. Sonics trail by 4. 26 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Van Horn. On the wing, Duncan. Duncan with a screen on Terry. Sura cranes the three-pointer.
Oh, good to see Sura knocking down the triple. This helps space out on the floor.
Outside Terry, and the three ball is good. Terry's got a couple of threes now in the first for Milwaukee.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Bucks ahead. They're up by 4. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Key Arena. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when the team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
And he earns himself a trip to the line. That's a positive possession for this offense.
Seattle shooting their first free throws of the game.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
And this is a guy, Sean Kemp, all the talent in the world, could be a perennial double-double machine, just a matter of staying focused.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
You know, he's somebody his guys like playing with because he does whatever is necessary to win.
Starks outside. Terry kicks to Starks. Off target from three-point range.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Got a piece of it. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Starks has got the lead up to 5 now for the Bucks. Here's Sura. Offensive rebound. Outside for Jefferson. And we played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Pass to Kemp. Fades and shoots. And the shot no good, a bit short. Bucks leading by 5. Starks outside. LaFrance passes to Lang. On the wing, Terry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the inside. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the first time out of the game called for Seattle. For the Suns, Ginobili comes in for Richard Jefferson, and it's Payton in for Sura. And then for Milwaukee, Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for LaFrance. And Artest subbed in for Shane Battier. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Ginobili kicks to Payton. The Sonics again can't hit. Bucks leading by 7. Starks outside.
Such a scrappy, competitive guard. John Starks is somebody you want to go to battle with. He's willing to do anything to win.
The Bucks shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for him. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for Starks. And so Payton will bring it up for Seattle. 9-point game. Here's Van Horn. Covered by Artest. Back to Ginobili. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Gritty stuff inside from Ginobili, making the defense make a play.
The Sonics have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, one of the things I love about Ginobili is the flair and flavor that he plays the game with. It's a combination of his passion and his creativity, which make him unique.
And he makes both free throws. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Artest on the wing. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Sonics trail by 7. Ginobili outside. Pass to Duncan.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
The Supersonics making a switch here. Miller's checked in, and Milwaukee also making a switch. Arenas is checked in. Bucks on defense. Duncan scanning the floor. 6 to shoot. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Boy, how about Gary Payton? Silky look, working his way in close to the basket to make sure he got what he wanted in close.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Bosh is checked in for Seattle. John Starks checked in for the Bucks.
1 shot.
You know, we don't talk about defense a ton, especially with guards. But Gary Payton, he can change a game with his D.
Now here's Nowitzki. Scoreless thus far. Starks against Payton. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Bucks lead by 6.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Seattle has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Miller, the pass to Kemp. Over Wang. Seattle missing again.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Here's Arenas. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Nowitzki. And now an 8-point Bucks lead.
And just cooking the D inside. Arenas blows by the contact.
The Supersonics have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. The 3 from Bosh. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bosch has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Not a bunch of energy from the defense, which is why he was free to knock that down.
Arenas adds a 2-pointer. Kemp with the rebound.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now, here's Payton. A 17-point game for him in the win against Minnesota.
And he didn't take any plays off at the defensive end. I mean, he wound up with 4 steals on the night.
And that one is good.
Zero fear in John Stark's game. He is always in attack mode, taking it inside without thinking twice about it.
Starks against Payton. Pass to Miller. Now, here's Kemp. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game.
And a very steady season for him at the charity stripe last year. He was right at 85%.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws. Shooting 2.
No good on that one. Duncan, he's checked in for Chris Bosh. Morning's checked in for the Bucks. Terry comes in for Starks. And he sinks the second. 1:07 left in the first half of the game. Terry outside. It's Nowitzki on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Over Duncan. And the shot is good from Nowitzki.
You know, Nowitzki, dangerous from mid-range. I mean, with his size, quick trigger release, high release point, I mean, he's almost impossible to guard.
Now here's Ginobili. Last game he had 34 points. Kemp deciding where to go with it. Back to Ginobili. Over Arenas. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to 6 on the bucket from Ginobili. Ginobili's got 7.
Ginobili typically likes to shoot 3s and go to the rim, but he can hit from the mid-range as well. Got a full package in his game.
Payton against Terry. Pass to Arenas. Over Ginobili. Can't connect from 13 feet out. And so it's Milwaukee with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. What a game we're seeing from Jason Terry.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Now, here's Payton. Pass to Miller. Duncan with the screen for Miller. Back to Payton. Ginobili with the 3. Good work defensively by Arenas. Bucks leading by 6. From past the arc, and Jason Terry with the 3. Terry's got the first points of the second half here for Milwaukee. Pass to O'Neal. Duncan outside. Ginobili against Arenas. Ginobili the pass to Duncan. Some solid D from Nowitzki.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And now it's an 11-point Bucks lead.
Fantastic job reading the shot and then getting to the right spot for the rebound and throwdown.
Pass to O'Neal, three-pointer. And once again off the mark by Seattle. Now here's Nowitzki. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. And it's good for 2.
Nowitzki plays at his own pace. Awesome at pulling up off the dribble and cashing in.
Time called here. The Sonics decide to talk it over.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Ginobili is just fearless. He isn't concerned about getting fouled on the way up.
The Sonics have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
Taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Terry kicks to Nowitzki. Pass to Mourning. Here's Arenas. 5 on the clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. There's the 3. It's hauled in by the Sonics. Well, Greg, they're looking to make some big stops here to halt this rally.
And luckily, time is on their side, but this is on them. They need to play smart here.
Hey, at 6'11", with his skill set and strength, O'Neal can be very intimidating inside, and even good defense has a tough time stopping him.
Mourning dishes to Arenas. Misses the 3. Seattle has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Payton looking it over. It's Miller on the way. From downtown, that's in, coming off an assist from Payton.
Something Payton does so well. He's a phenomenal distributor and pace setter for this offense.
To the paint, here's Terry, and good that time. Terry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Miller finds Duncan. Ginobili outside. Outside, Payton lets it go from deep. And it's Mourning with the rebound. Mourning's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Arenas passes to Mourning. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now.
Doing a nice job defensively that time. O'Neal throwing that one in reverse.
Payton kicks to Miller. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. And O'Neal gets it to go.
That's a good find, setting his teammate up for the score.
Now Arenas. He's got 7. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Sonics making a switch here. Van Horn's checked in. Shane Battier is checked in for the Bucks. Outside, Arenas.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Pass to Nowitzki. Battier kicks to Nowitzki. Terry in the corner. Over Ginobili. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Terry's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And here's Miller. Here's Van Horn. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Miller's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Nice possession, working it for a great look.
There's 1:26 left to play here in the third. Terry, the pass to Mourning. It's Battier on the wing. Now Nowitzki. Mourning a screen on Duncan. Nowitzki for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Nowitzki's got 7 points in the game.
Love the response from Dirk. Wasting no time answering with his own triple.
Ginobili the pass to Van Horn. Ginobili outside. Over Terry. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by O'Neal. A different look for Seattle. Kemp's checked in for O'Neal. Jefferson comes in for Miller. And it's Sura in for Ginobili. The Bucks also changing it up. Wang, he's checked in for Mourning. LaFrance comes in for Nowitzki. And Starks is subbed in for Gilbert Arenas. Terry outside. Out left of the wing. And Sean Kemp picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Here's Starks. 8 points for him. Over Jefferson. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. It's trail by 8. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Zura. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Kemp. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be back with you shortly. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Bucks leading by 8. Starks dishes to Nowitzki. Pass to Artest. Nowitzki a screen. Lets it go from the wing. Seattle grabs the miss. Kemp's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Milwaukee ball.
And here's Starks. Pass to Wang. Unloads. Nowitzki's shot's good. And the Bucks lead by 10.
Pure shooting ability on display from Nowitzki. I promise it's not as easy, folks, as he makes it appear.
Starks against Payton. The 19-foot shot. Van Horn, no good.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Nowitzki left up. Here's Artest. No good with the triple. The Supersonic shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Van Horn, the pass to Payton. Nice ball movement by Seattle. Wash kicks to Ginobili. Just 5 on the clock. Stolen by Artest. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. One on Ginobili.
Boy, Ron Artest is such a well-rounded player with tremendous toughness. He gets it done at both ends.
The line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Jermaine O'Neal's checked in for the Sonics. The Bucks also with the sub. Morning's checked in for Wang. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And it's the Supersonics with the ball. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. Pass to Kemp. Here's Van Horn. And good coming on the assist by Kemp.
Zero hesitation there. He decided to shoot before he even got it.
Outside Artest. Battier for 3. Seattle grabs the miss. Kemp's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Payton dishes to O'Neal. Here's Kemp. And Mourning sends it back.
And that is why shooters fear Mourning. He's got excellent instincts for coming up with the block.
Nowitzki with the screen on Peyton. Nowitzki inside. O'Neal's there. And it's sent back by O'Neal. Peyton passes to Ginobili. Takes it inside. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Merciless drive by Ginobili. If there's a weakness in your defense, he'll find it.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. The Bucks call time. For the Sox, Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Kemp. And Miller's subbed in for Van Horn. And then for Milwaukee, Arenas comes in for Shane Battier. And Terry's subbed in for Starks. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, during the break, I listened to what the head coach from Milwaukee was getting across to his team in the huddle. He told them pedal to the metal, adding, we're ahead out here, but it's not over yet. We'll start celebrating in your head when there's work to be done on the floor. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Ginobili outside. Knocked loose and stolen by Mourning. Nowitzki kicks to Terry. Pass to Arenas. Shot clock at 5. Back to Terry. Hard test with the ball. Over Miller. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Bucks leading by 8. Terry kicks to Mourning. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Arenas passes to Mourning, and Mourning throws it down.
Boy, the aggressiveness of Mourning inside, I like it. I mean, when he's this deep, he's looking to throw it down.
Ginobili against Arenas, and the basket by Ginobili.
He's hard to stop when given any room to operate at all.
1:52 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Arenas. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Arenas such a natural scorer. Even when he gets fouled, he still maintains his concentration.
And that one falls for Arenas. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. Arenas against Ginobili. Duncan with a screen on Artest. Miller, no up.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
Terry, the pass to Arenas. Here's Mourning. Off target with the jump hook. Sonics trail by 11. Left side, Miller. Pass to Duncan. Miller, the bounce pass. Ginobili can't hit. Bucks have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Milwaukee.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought that their overall shot selection was better.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Dirk Nowitzki.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Sonics, Manu Ginobili. 2 shots.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
First free throw is good, and that brings them to within 10. And so Ginobili nails both of them. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
So it's Milwaukee picking up the win, and in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. Here we are, still very early in the season, Greg. How long does it take for a team to really gel together?
Depends on the existing chemistry, but most teams are going to need a few games. And others you'll find look like they've been playing together for months based on their experience.
Now, here is Miller. Robinson sets a screen for McGrady. 5 to shoot. Over Wade. The shot by McGrady, no good. Nash, right side. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Robinson. Can be against Garnett. Pass to Stojakovic. Back to Garnett. Now, here is Miller. Garnett, right side. Good. And Miller gets the assist. Garnett's got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Hawks. Here's Los Angeles now. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
Yeah, plenty of opportunity here, guys, to get on each other's bad side. I mean, if they weren't already. Should make for some fairly high drama.
The more good work he does inside, the more it helps his entire game.
And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
Now, here's Nash after the miss from Kevin Garnett. Stoudemire with a screen on Miller. Nash's shot is off.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now, here is McGrady. 17 points in his last outing. Pass to Miller. 4 on the clock. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by the Clippers. Nash with it. Turned in an outstanding game against New Jersey. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Camby sets the screen for Nash. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And so it's Garnett who brings up the ball for the Hawks. On the wing, Miller. Defended by Nash. Garnett against Stoudemire. Garnett can't get it to go. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Stojakovic against James. Pass to Campbell. Here is Nash. Camby sets the screen for Nash. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Miller outside. Here's Garnett. Misses and the dry spell continues. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Nash's shot is in.
And Nash terrific at shooting while in rhythm. Effortlessly just switching between the dribble to the pull-up. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Boys checked in for the Hawks. Parker comes in for Miller. The Clippers also changing it up. Pierce comes in for Amari Stoudemire. And Richard Hamilton has subbed in for Dwayne Wade. Garnett the pass to Parker. Now here is McGrady. Still scoreless. Back to Parker. 5 on the clock. They can use a bucket. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Yeah, Parker's ability to stretch it, it really forces the defense to contest him from out there.
Pierce in the high post. He's against Garnett. Here's Pierce. Another guy who really kicked it up a notch for them in that game against the Nets.
Defenders so locked in on Pierce made that an easy assist for him.
1:30 left to play here in the first. Parker outside. Pass to Robinson. Over Camby. Robinson misses. Clippers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Nash. Garnett grabs the board.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And the foul on Paul Pierce. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Hawks, Johnson, he's checked in for Garnett. Peja Stojakovic comes in for Robinson. And Petrovic subbed in for Tracy McGrady. The Clippers also changing it up. Adi Divac's checked in for Camby. Stoudemire comes in for LeBron. Davis is subbed in for Steve Nash. Now here's Parker. Against the Lakers, he was really on his game. Johnson the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Stojakovic. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Oh, great hands. Stojakovic shoots well for a big man.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Stojakovic.
What's so impressive about Stojakovic is how lethal a shooter he is, and he's somebody that rarely misses from the charity stripe.
Eldon Brand's checked in for Los Angeles. And both free throws good from Stojakovic.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Stoudemire finds Davis. Zach Randolph's checked in for Los Angeles.
Down to the line for the Clippers, number 35, Zach Randolph.
There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. And here is Davis, who's coming off a 13-point game against New Jersey. Pocket 2 over Parker. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Johnson outside. Parker outside. Pass to Ori. For Randolph. Ori gets the bucket.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Hawks lead by 2. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
And you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, it certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game. Boy, Stoudemire doing a nice job setting that screen. Very nice.
Pass to Stojakovic and stolen by Hamilton. And now here's Hamilton, the fast break chance. Johnson with the block.
Great anticipation defensively. He was all over that.
On the wing, Stojakovic. Johnson with a screen on Pierce. It's good.
Kick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Ori with it. Another key contributor to that nice win against the Lakers. Stojakovic against Pierce. Stojakovic kicks to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Parker outside. Three-pointer. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. So it'll be Paul Pierce shooting. That's on Peja Stojakovic. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the evening. Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Garnett comes in for Petrovic, and Miller's subbed in for Parker. LeBron, he's checked in for the Clippers. Wade comes in for Baron Davis. And that one misses.
You know, in so many ways, Paul Pierce is just remarkable. I mean, his skill level is so high. I mean, he can outsmart defenders and really has the mechanics to score the ball from anywhere.
Now, here is Stojakovic. 11 points for him in that last game against the Lakers. They get it again. Here's Garnett. Excellent D there from Pierce. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Wade passes to Pierce. Traps in the tray. Pierce has got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers.
And when your mechanics are as strong as Pierce's, putting up a quick shot is not that hard.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Miller the bounce pass. Garnett with a screen on Hamilton. And it's Stojakovic missing.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Wade feeling it out a bit. Pass to Hamilton. For Stojakovic. No good from Hamilton. And so it's Garnett who brings up the ball for the Hawks. 4-point game. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
You know, Peja is such a great shooter. You've got to run him off of his jumper.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Wade passes to Hamilton. And here is LeBron from deep. A rebound by Larry Johnson. Ori against James. Here's Garnett. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. Garnett's got his second bucket of the night.
That high release point for Garnett really helps him. Feels like nobody can block his shot inside.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Tracy McGrady's checked in for Peja Stojakovic. And then for Los Angeles, Zach Randolph is checked in for Stoudemire. And Nash is subbed in for Hamilton. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's down low. Ori defending. Just 5 on the clock. LeBron, that's a two-pointer. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Oh, good-looking jumper there. LeBron, the total package at the offensive end.
Miller outside. McGrady outside. Garnett with the screen on Wade. A shot by McGrady, no good. LA's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Nash with it, and it's Miller picking him up. Back to Pierce. His three-pointer's off the mark. Gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Miller outside, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Robinson's checked in for the Hawks. Peja Stojakovic comes in for Johnson. Now here's Stoudemire. An 11-point game for him in the win against New Jersey. Back to Nash. But Trey drills the three-pointer. Nash has got the lead up to 5 now for Los Angeles.
This is Nash's bread and butter, his decision-making in the pick and roll. Masterful.
Garnett outside. Tracy McGrady on the wing. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Robinson, and the shot goes in.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has. Easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
Nash outside. Down low. The 8-footer. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Stoudemire's got the lead back up to 5 now for the Clippers. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Clippers ahead. They're up by 5. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Now Nash. Pass to Camby. Stoudemire with the ball. Defended by Garnett. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And this is where Stoudemire's feast. And it's why his teammates look to get him the rock down low.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And, guys, that was an element of his game that he could not get turned around. I mean, he was really in a funk, and it lasted all season.
Free throw good, Stoudemire. Now here is Miller. Still without a basket. Driving inside. And the rebound goes to Nash. Clippers leading by 8. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
This is how gifted LeBron is. This kid is tough and able to score through contact.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
LeBron James at the line for one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
James no good on the free throw.
So much hype has followed and surrounded LeBron all alone at the stripe. That's when the pressure might affect a player as young as him.
Now here is Miller. McGrady sets a screen for Miller. Shot clock at 6. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from McGrady.
Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
Here's Nash. 6 points for him. Stoudemire inside. Working on Garnett. A shot by Stoudemire, no good. Hawks shooting not great, 40% for the game. 90 seconds now into the second half. Garnett with a screen on Wade. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from McGrady.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside.
And the Clippers call time here. Los Angeles leading by 5. James looking it over. Wade outside. Pass to Stoudemire. Over Garnett. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
McGrady outside. Fires top of the key. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Kevin Garnett sacrificing his body on the defender there.
Wade outside. Pass to LeBron. Stoudemire setting the pick for LeBron. From the wing. Stoudemire dishes to Camby. Out to Nash. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Garnett against Stoudemire. Garnett with the block.
An infinite reach, it seems. The wingspan of Garnett is just amazing.
Here's Miller. Good. It's Garnett with the assist that time. Miller's got his first 2 points.
Well, they're getting stops,
and they're attacking on the offensive end.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
And the Clippers call time here. And the Hawks making a change here. Parker's checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Hamilton's checked in. Stoudemire, the pass to Nash. Can they get it? And the Clippers miss again. Hawks have gotten 4 of the first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Pass to Garnett. Robinson on the wing. Here's McGrady. They get it back. Garnett. Oh, he just jams it right over LeBron. Wow.
Kevin Garnett doing a nice job using those long arms of his to snag missed shots.
The Clippers trail. And here's Nash. He's got 6. James wide open. And again, no good by the Clippers. And so it's Garnett who brings up the ball for the Hawks. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points.
Oh, great play by James. Runs into some hard NBA-level defense and still gets the shot off.
And he's just had 1 attempt at the line early.
James, 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
Free throw good, LeBron.
And I don't know if we've ever seen a player come into the league with as much hype and expectations as LeBron James. He's dealing with a lot of pressure at a very young age.
And both free throws good for James. 1:52 left in the third quarter of the game. Nash against Parker. Pass to Garnett. Over Stoudemire. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Now here's Nash. 6 points for him. 6 to shoot. Count the basket. Nash has got 8 points.
And how about that nice finish in traffic by Nash, showing off his soft touch.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. Parker surveying the floor. Pass to McGrady. Robinson left side. Stojakovic kicks to McGrady. 4 on the shot clock. The Hawks again can't hit. Clippers leading by 3. And here's Nash outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Nash has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And this is not an easy shot, but Nash has the range to drop it from there.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
For the Hawks, Morris checked in for Robinson. Johnson comes in for Kevin Garnett. And Petrovic subbed in for Tracy McGrady. And then for the Clippers, Randolph's checked in for Canby. Pierce comes in for James. And it's Davis in for Nash. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. On the wing, Stojakovic. Pierce covering. The Hawks again can't hit.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Hamilton. No good on the 3. Hawks have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Driving the lane. Here's Petrovic. Johnson dishes to Stojakovic. Pass to Ori. To halt the run. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Clippers lead by 4. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Petrovic. To the left side wing. Rebound by the Clippers. They've led by as much as 10. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Drains it from beyond the arc. Hamilton's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Los Angeles. Hawks shooting 43% for the game. Hawks passing it around. High post, Johnson working on James.
Larry Johnson. Grandmama is a dependable forward, excels at scoring in the paint, and doesn't mind thumping and bumping.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Clippers?
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3-ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
And that one falls for Johnson. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Randolph, a screen on Ori for three. Pierce. Rebounded by the Hawks. Garnett's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Pass to Petrovic. Inside, and the shot goes in. Petrovic has got his first points in this one.
Played it perfectly from close range.
Wade with it. Here's Hamilton. Here's Petrovic. Puts it up. Offensive rebound. Garnett. Goes up again, and the layup is up and in.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
The Clippers call time. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The head coach of the Clippers had some harsh words for his team during the break. Now, with the game in the balance, he had some encouraging words for his team. He said, "This is what we wanted. We thought if we kept it close, we could pull it out. Now let's go out there and do just that." Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Now here is Hamilton. LeBron passes to Hamilton. Los Angeles with another miss.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. The shot by Ori, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Hamilton outside. Randolph sets a screen for Hamilton. Los Angeles with another miss. And so it's Garnett who brings up the ball for the Hawks. They played a great fourth quarter defensive, allowing only 3 points. And there's the bucket from Petrovic. We can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Yeah, no quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any ground.
The Clippers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Pass to Hamilton. Wade outside. Randolph, a screen on Miller. Wade against Miller. The shot by Wade, no good. Here's the Hawks with the ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Johnson inside, covered by LeBron.
And if you want to talk about liftoff, folks, he went right from the launching pad serious extended hang time there. Even at full speed, it looked like he was in slow motion. Just amazing.
The Clippers call time. So for the Hawks, Robinson's checked in for Orr. Peja Stojakovic comes in for Johnson. And Tracy McGrady subbed in for Petrovic. And then for the Clippers, Marcus Camby. He's checked in for Randolph. Stoudemire comes in for Paul Pierce. And Nash is subbed in for Hamilton. Here's Wade. Pass to Camby. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And no good. And it's the Hawks' ball. They've got a 10-0 run going. Miller kicks to Robinson. Now here's Garnett, defended by Nash. Garnett the pass to Robinson. Clock at 6. Miller with the ball. Over Stoudemire. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. LeBron's got his 4th rebound in this one. Wade outside. Pass to James. Smooth finish inside by LeBron.
The young phenom, LeBron James, showing he can be trusted in those pivotal moments.
Here's McGrady. And the 3 off target. LA's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Nash the pass to Stoudemire. Garnett grabs the board. Garnett's got his 16th rebound on the night. Miller outside. Back to Garnett. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one is on Stoudemire.
You know, the length KG has creates problems for defenders, which is why they often foul him inside.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
And that passion that Garnett plays with is really infectious. He's always talking and trying to get himself and his guys going.
And he ends up making the second, and that will put them up by 2.
Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them.
Nash with no one around. Oh, and they take the lead.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
And so Miller will bring it up for the Hawks. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Inside. Shoots. And Garnett with the basket on the assist by Miller. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 16 rebounds. 1:09 left here in the fourth quarter. Wade sets the pick for Nash. To the wing on the left. Here's Stoudemire. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now, here is Miller. Just 5 to shoot. Garnett outside. It's money from deep.
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
And Los Angeles calling timeout. .34 seconds left in the game. Now Nash fires the three. It drops. And that shot brings them to within just one.
Watch out now. Nash is on fire.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Taking 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he does get the second one. And that will put them up by 2. And Los Angeles calling timeout. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
LeBron outside to the middle. He's looking for Stoudemire and finds him. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
What an offensive force Stoudemire can be.
Timeout, Hawks. Sixteen seconds left in the fourth. Miller surveying the floor. To the paint. Yes!
You know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
And so the Hawks take the win. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finishes that continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. See you later.